So we're back, part 2 with the boss bitch. Apparently,
Yeah.
is that it? Boss bitch.
Boss bitch.
Boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch. So in episode 1, we covered some. We fucking got pretty deep there. We covered some pretty hectic shit.
I'm a deep woman.
We get real deep. So in part 2, let's lighten the mood a little bit. I think.
Go for it, brother.
Brother, listen. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Let's go for the tone of who is Kate out of work, out of all the bullshit, out of all the drama. Who are you when you're not being mum? I know you're always mum, but when you're letting your hair down, what are you getting up to in your spare time?
Do you know what? I think most of my life revolves around my kids.
It does.
And I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
You know, like I like to do little hobbies. I have little fixations that I do randomly. Like I sewed for like a year.
Oh, yeah.
And then I made like polymer clay earrings.
Yeah.
I mean, so many earrings and I don't fucking wear them. I wear the same pair of earrings every day, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I've like chosen to like surround myself with my kids.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's just being a mum, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You come to a point where you have young kids and you do focus a lot of your life on, you know, and the same as dads out there too. You focus a lot of your time on just being a good mum or a good dad. And
you know, I know a lot of people love to, you know, go out and party or do all of that, you know, without being a mum, without being, you know, a wife, without being. But I think I've chose to be a mother, be a wife, you know.
you got yourself in that mind frame too. It's not even a mind frame. It's just what you wanted.
That's what I wanted, you know.
Excuse me. That was just a sneaky bird.
Didn't even hear that come out, you know. Thank God I'm deaf.
Oh, we didn't even cover that.
Do you want to cover that? Do you want to cover that?
When did you know
that I was deaf?
Yeah, like I suppose you would always know.
My earliest memory of having hearing loss was year 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know how old I am then. 11,
yeah,
12,
you're 10, 11,
12.
something like that.
Yeah, it would have been 12 because, it would have been 12.
Yeah, because you're 13 when you go to year 7, aren't you? 12 in...
Oh, yes, I would have been 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been the year Dad died.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, yeah. And I was in maths and I wasn't in the front row. I think I was in the middle row. It was not cool enough to be in the back row.
Yeah.
And I had a best friend. Her name was Sarah.
Yeah.
Her family were amazing to me. Like they were the second family that
we all have that one
you
family.
know, they put me in hockey. They taught me how to swim, you know, like they did all those things. And when I wanted to escape life, I went to the White's house and they were like, they did so much for me.
Yeah.
I remember sitting next to Sarah. I had Sarah on one side and I had Liam on the other side. And I turned to Sarah and I said, I can't hear what she's saying.
Yeah, okay.
And she said, it's fine, just copy off me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And so I did. And I remember her being up there and I was good at maths. I was pretty good at maths. And she'd asked me a question and I just looked at her like,
I know what you're saying, dude.
Open your mouth.
Yeah.
Speak, you know, and I realized then that I couldn't hear what she was saying. I could see her mouth moving and I could hear sounds coming out of her mouth, but I couldn't understand what it was she was saying. And so I struggled then. And I remember saying to my mum, I can't hear. And she was like, oh, you know, you're just a social butterfly. You know, you need to pay attention. Stop talking to your friends, you know.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, as a kid, I never thought that I could actually be deaf.
Well, you didn't. Yeah, you wouldn't realise what being deaf is.
Yeah, because I could hear and I could talk well.
Yeah.
I could talk very well.
You're like,
I could talk. I don't talk like a deaf person most of the time. You know, there are some moments though that you can tell. But
When I first met you, just quickly before we go on, when I first met you, and when I was talking to Jess, and I said to her, no, Jess told me it was when I first found out that you had hearing aids and you were deaf.
Yeah.
And I said to her, it fucking makes sense now. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, I was banking she was either fucking lesbian or deaf because the way she dresses, she drives a fucking Subaru. Only
did
deaf
drive a Subaru,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Only deaf girls or lesbians dress like
That was a great car.
and fucking
That was
wear
a
or
fucking
fucking
great
drive
car.
Subarus. Like, man,
That was
come
a
on.
great car. I love that car.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
like,
well,
I was like, I
mean,
fucking knew it. I fucking knew she was either deaf or a lesbian.
yeah, well, I mean, gold star to Corey.
yeah, I know people, mate.
So like, how do you know that you're deaf as a child? They always just said that I was a social butterfly, that I didn't pay attention. That probably links into some ADHD that I've got going on undiagnosed. You know, like, I just thought maybe I wasn't trying hard enough.
And that's a big thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not to ride your lightning or anything, but
Yeah.
I thought my whole life I was like, as a child, I'm so fucking angry. I'm so highly strung. Like, there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, something wrong with me. I can
But
feel it. Yeah.
You can feel it. And to this
Yeah.
day, I still have not got any help for it. I just manage it my own fucking way.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely do have some ADHD.
Yeah.
Like I can see that now. But yeah, I was just always told that I needed to do better.
Focus.
Focus.
Yeah.
Stop talking to your friends.
Yeah.
Focus. And then when I went into high school, I had a teacher. She was a geography teacher. And I think she had cancer, but she'd also suffered from a stroke.
Right.
I don't remember anything from geography. Me being the kind of person I was, I found it really hard to be serious in a serious situation. So when she was yelling at me and that strokeness was coming out, I couldn't help but to laugh because I didn't know how to deal with it. I was like, she's yelling at me and I ain't got no fucking clue.
Idea what you're on about,
What
man.
is she saying? What is she saying? And I'm sure she was a great teacher, but I couldn't hear shit. I struggled so much with the fact that her words slurred and there was no articulation of what she was saying, and I realized that if I sat at the back, no fucking clue what was happening at the front. And so I relied on my friends a lot to copy down what they were or ask them what was the question. And I had a couple of good friends that I think knew something was going on there.
Well, they just know that that's how you are.
Well,
and
they joked that I was deaf.
Yeah, okay.
They joked, or and they were like, "Oh, you have to yell at Kate because she's deaf," and Kate talks so loud because she's deaf. Yes,
Actually, I'm deaf.
I am actually deaf. And so like I went through, young adulthood, dealing with the fact that I was deaf, and then one day Uda said to me, "Fuck me, you need to get your ears checked. Like you have to."
So it was that.
I was 19 when I got my hearing aids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just before my 20th birthday.
Yeah.
And I had a client came into the salon. She worked at a hearing place. She said, "You should come in and get a free hearing check."
Yeah.
And I went in and she said, "How have you not got hearing aids?" And I was like, "Well, everyone just told me to focus. Like they just said I wasn't paying attention, and it was having an effect on my relationship.
Yeah.
Because he would say something like, "You never said that."
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
did I respond?
Yeah.
Did I acknowledge what you said? No, then I probably didn't hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I went on to get hearing aids. They cost me $12,500.
Wow.
Yep. And then I got them replaced because there was a battery issue. Like there was a recall on the battery, so they gave me a new set about 12 months later. Took me 3 years to pay them off.
Yeah.
Because the hairdresser wage is nothing.
Yeah.
And then they said, "Oh, you got to replace them every 5 years." I'm not fucking replacing these after 5 years. Like they're still brand new at 5 years.
100%.
Yeah. Once I got to like the 6-year mark, though, they started playing up a little bit. I was like, "I should be right. Have a service done." You do service hearing aids. And then one day one just stopped working. and it was my bad ear.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I was like, fuck, like I need to like get this sorted. Went down to another hearing aid place, different place this time because customer service is important, you know.
Yeah.
And I was 27 then, and he said, "So, do you have NDIS?"
Yeah, okay.
And I was like, "For what?"
Well, yeah, we can.
And he was like, "Well, you should have gotten this first pair on NDIS, like government funded." I was like, "Oh, no. The girl told me that if I got the government funded ones, they were crap quality. I was better off to just pay for the good ones."
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's not how this works.
Of course they did. Of course they said that.
If you're under 26, you get free hearing aids
Oh, shit. And you're
through the
27
NDIS.
now.
And then when you turn 26, they replace them for free."
Did you miss the boat?
I missed the boat.
Fuck.
I missed the boat because somebody wanted to make a buck.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
So you doubled down.
I doubled
on-
down. So now I'm
Is it-
23,000.
Fuck.
But you got to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like I didn't have time to wait to get, you know, like
yeah, that's
back pay or
fucking wild.
I had no
Yeah.
time. I need to hear now.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
if I can't hear my kids talking to me, you know, like
Yeah.
even with hearing aids, I still struggle. You know?
So run us through the moment on, you know, what you see on TV. Like the moment that they put the fucking hearing aids in and you first hear, like as you say, birds and footsteps for the first time.
Yeah. So the first week is like you're talking through a tin can. It's rattly. It's sharp. It's
Yeah, I put Jess's ones in. So Jess, my wife, fucking got them, but will not wear them.
rude.
Idiot.
What's wrong with deaf girls?
Yeah. They moan so cool because when they can't hear themselves, they're like, oh, no.
Yeah, literally, it's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
Initially, it hurts. It hurts your head. You feel like your head's going to explode because you can hear everything. I would say to Uda, can you stop chewing?
Yeah.
Like your breathing is so intense. Like stop. You know, I went
It's
out for
wild.
lunch with my sister and I was like, there's a noise. I don't know what it is. Never heard this noise before, but there's this noise that keeps happening and I don't know what it is. And she said to me, let me know like when you hear it and I'll tell you what it is. I was like, that. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, there it is again. And like we're sitting in a cafe and I'm like, there's noise everywhere, you know, and like, my head is pounding and it happens again. She was like, oh, that's the baby. And I was like, what? She's like, she's babbling. Like she's blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
right. Yeah.
I'd never heard a baby babble. I just thought they just cried
Yeah,
until
you
they
never
got to
heard
like
noises
one and then they
before
talked, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
So I'd never heard, and like I had other nieces and nephews like before that and I was there like, shit,
It's
I
not
have
so hard.
missed
Like,
so many moments of these kids because I just couldn't hear what they were. I didn't realize that they started making noise earlier on.
You do hear so much. Like I put Jess's in and like I probably should go get my hearing
It's
done
worth it.
because I put they'll obviously tuned for her ears, but I put them in and I walked and I was like, I can hear my footsteps.
Yeah.
I can hear my footsteps. Like this
Yep.
is wild. And then, but what wigged me out is, as you're saying, is the tin can effect.
Yep.
It sounded like someone was walking next to me with two speakers, just
blaring
amplifying
it. Yeah.
everything that was around.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm going back to dark now.
Yeah. And so it's like that for a good week, sometimes 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it is really, really hard transition. When I take them out, I can still hear, but everything's quite like muffled, like you're underwater.
Yeah.
There are certain things that I can't hear. Even like, you know, with the hearing aids, it has to be like I can't hear rain.
Oh.
I can't hear rain. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's one of the best things to fucking hear.
If it's pouring down on a tin roof, I can hear that.
Yeah.
But it's got to be pouring
Yeah,
down.
you can't hear it start and slowly drop off again. Oh.
No, I can't hear rain.
Dang.
And I know it's such a beautiful thing to hear and have it taken away from you. Like, I've been scammed.
Fuck.
You know, like
Yeah.
And people forget that I'm deaf. Like
yeah,
they really
all the
do.
time. Fucking forget
All the
until
time.
you said.
Yeah. People forget that I'm deaf. And Uda, every day, fucking mumbling in that bed. And I'm like, what did you say? Talking about good here. I'm the start, you know. And
Oh, because you don't wear them to bed or anything.
No,
put them in
no,
to start
no.
your day.
I
and-
pop them
yeah,
on the charger. They're
Yeah.
rechargeable.
Yeah.
They're really fancy. And
Yeah,
yeah,
so I
like,
remember one time I rang you and then I was like fucking rang you and you were like, oh, hang on, you just gone through my you've gone through the car. I just got to put you back through my fucking hearing aids. I'm like,
what?
brother, what?
Yeah,
Like,
so they're
do
Bluetooth.
everything.
Yeah, so when like people at work, if I'm on the phone in the staff room, someone will come in and I'll have to say, I'm on the phone. Like, you don't have to be quiet.
Like,
And
look at her right now. This
Yeah.
is what she's doing. No phone in hand,
no,
nothing.
yeah,
Hairs down, can't see him. Can't see him anyway.
Can't see. No, not really. I mean, now I've got the little
Oh yeah. Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and I think you can tell from the side more that I've got
Yeah.
the plugs in. I used to just have the really little ones.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like, but people will be sitting there and I'll be fucking talking to myself, and they're like,
Yeah, right. What is this going on? Yeah,
I'm on the phone.
we need to get eggs and cheese and you
Yeah,
can say
they
that in
look
your
at me
head.
like I'm crazy. I'm on the I'm on the phone. And do you know what? Sometimes when I'm in the supermarket, I put the phone up to my ear so that
Just
I
to-
don't look like an idiot walking around like, oh yeah, so the other day I was talking to Corey, right? You know, like I put it up to my ear because I'm like, people are probably looking at me like, she ain't got no AirPods in. Who's she
Yeah,
talking to?
yeah,
She's great.
yeah.
Someone send her back to the Grippy Sock Hospital. Like, it's, it's not a vibe. But so, like I people forget that I'm deaf. They are pretty good technology.
Yeah.
Like I can Bluetooth them to my TV, to my phone, like
Yeah.
all of that, which is good. But people forget that they also aren't a fix. It's an aid.
That's true.
So
That's true.
if you're walking up behind me, don't talk behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like
yeah.
it's hard.
Sort of like have your attention.
Yeah, make
'Cause-
sure that I'm responding to you because they do fixate on louder noises. So
Yeah.
like, they can work out to turn down background noise and things like that. But if I'm having a conversation with you and then there's a bang over there, they'll fixate on that bang.
That's what's going on.
And then
yeah,
it's
yeah,
got to
yeah.
take a second to come back to, oh, we're in a conversation. That's right,
Yeah.
So the AI is not quite there yet, like
And I know also with being fucking part deaf myself is looking at someone while you have a conversation, and if you miss something, you can sort of put it together with either facial expression
Yep.
or reading their lips.
yeah.
Because
So,
I'm constantly doing that.
yeah,
all the
I'm
time.
always looking at people's lips and I try to be like, look at their eyes.
It's hard
Because I'm
is
thinking,
hard.
do they think I'm looking at them because they got something in their teeth?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
actually just trying to read their lips.
Just-
There are some people that I just can't hear, and I'm like, don't talk to me, because you forget that I'm deaf, and I'm sick of reminding you to open your mouth.
Yeah.
Project your voice.
There was one dude at the pub. We went to the pub last weekend before, and he was trying to I don't know what he was trying to say really, and I just end up saying to him, I was like, I'm so fucking blind, man. I don't know what you're saying. I was like, yeah, I can't fucking hear you, dude. I told you to speak
I've
up
got no idea.
twice.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
And sometimes I'm just there like,
Yeah.
I've got to go, because
100%.
it's so much effort to hear. Like it's an extra job to focus on someone to hear, and kids, like a lot of kids just yell all the time, but when they're in trouble, they mumble.
I don't want. Yeah. Like,
and
why
I'm
can't
like,
you yell at me like when you're running around the
Speak up.
yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yell.
Pick up. I can hear kids fine when they're playing.
Yeah.
Because when they're happy, they're excited, they lift their voice up, and I
Yeah.
can hear those low monotones. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? Like,
Yeah,
I've got no idea, So it is tricky. And sometimes I wish I wasn't deaf, so that I didn't have to explain to people
Yeah,
I'm deaf. And
yeah.
then they go, so why are you deaf?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just fucking deaf.
I'm
hey?
just deaf. I went to see like this big hearing specialist to look at getting implants, because I was like, these ain't working enough.
Right.
And it was so hard because he said to me, you're not deaf enough.
Ah,
And
shit.
I was like, how? How
I'm
am I
here, bro.
not deaf enough
I'm
for
here,
that?
bro.
Like I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm having trouble,
Yeah,
like I'm
I'm
troubling.
having a big troubling here.
Very troubling. And I was like, why aren't they working properly? I had these little domes that have holes in them for like airflow. What was happening was the sound was escaping back out.
Is they the ones
Of-
that whistle?
They
don't
do
think-
whistle if they're not fitted correctly.
Yeah.
So it was the sound was escaping back out, and I wasn't having the true effect of a hearing aid. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I've had these boys for 7 years.
Yeah.
Why hasn't no one told me, how to fix this issue? Like,
yeah.
and justice was not served on my behalf. Like I had to go and have an ear mold done, and now they made these molds fitted to my ear,
Properly, yeah.
which is a whole new thing because now it blocks out a lot of that excess sound. And so
You're relying on
I was like, I can't fucking hear. I'm
Yeah.
deafer than I was before. Like, I want my old ones back. But after a couple of weeks, I get used to it. I'm like, actually, this is way better
Yeah.
than before. But yeah, like hearing is such a funny thing. And you know what? Another thing people always assume that I can sign.
Yeah, well, you're not that deaf.
They just assume that if you have hearing aids, you must know sign language. And like, I do know a few bits and pieces.
Have you had people try to just
No, I just
No.
no, I just close my eyes. No, I can't sign. I can't do it. I'm not that
it, man.
deaf. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hearing
yeah.
impaired.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
so, and like I learned sign language for my son and for other children at my daycare that
Yeah.
were neurodivergent and couldn't talk.
Yeah, okay.
And we learned a few basic signs to get us through those really hard moments of when they couldn't talk, we couldn't understand them. But like I do want to learn sign because I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that one day
So
hearing
you're
aids ain't going to fix it.
you're getting progressively worse as it
Every
goes.
year it gets progressively worse.
Okay. Right.
I have been referred to go and see like a
That
neurologist.
sucks, man. That fucking sucks. It's a
Yeah.
big thing hearing.
Yeah, it's massive. Like people always say
It's probably
like,
your best sense.
to lose your hearing or to lose your sight, you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think I'd rather hear than see.
I don't know. I think seeing is more important for me because
Yeah.
I can survive without hearing because I do.
Yeah, well that is true.
And I think it would be worse to fucking walk around and not be able to see my kids,
But
not be able to see them
would you
smile. I might
rather-
not be able to hear them smile, but I can see them.
Would you rather see a kid smile or hear a kid say, I love you, mum? I know what I'd choose.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard, like, and yeah, it's, you don't, I think, oh, why was I dealt this hand? Like,
Sucks.
why was I dealt this hand? But we just crack on with it. Hey, like, I can't change the fact that I'm slowly but surely, every time I go for that hearing test, it's a little bit worse than last time,
Yeah.
Kate. We're just going to change the setting.
Yeah.
I'm not deaf enough for implants. And
Are
the
they
fact
a fix?
only when you get to like, you've got to be under 40% of hearing ability.
Yeah.
So not 40% loss, but under 40%
left.
can be
Yeah,
left. Yeah. And I think I've got like 50, 60
Yeah, okay.
sort of thing. So I'm close, but I'm not.
It's not a milestone you want to reach, but it's a milestone probably maybe you
And-
wish you could just fucking get it over
I
and
know.
done with.
And I was like, can I just, and I said to him, can I just pay to have it done anyway? I will fucking pay out of pocket. I
Yeah.
don't care if it cost me 20 grand. I was expecting it,
Yeah.
I will do that. And
Preventative maintenance. Like,
yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
it's inevitable. Let's
Yeah.
just do it now. And he said to me, no, that it only works when you've hit that point. Like it doesn't.
okay.
It wouldn't make any difference to me now. Later on down the track, that's probably where I'll end up.
Yeah.
But until then, I just have to suffer like this. So I'd ask him, why am I deaf?
Yeah. So what happened? Yeah. Like, can they give you answers?
So, a lot of times they say that they don't think it's genetic. My mum is mostly deaf in one ear,
Okay.
refuses to get a hearing aid.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Her mum only had like 15% hearing. She was very, very deaf.
Yeah.
Never did the sign language. Just screamed. Just
Yeah.
screamed at each other, So it shows that there is hearing loss in the family. I think one of my brothers struggles with his hearing as well.
Yeah.
I think selective hearing, but,
It's all
he
there.
struggles in some way. But yeah, I've been referred to see a neurologist basically to do a big MRI of my head and see if they can find a cause. But I've got to drive down to Sydney, set it up with this big time man who's very busy.
Yeah.
You know, so there's options to try and look into it, but basically I've just got shit ears.
Oh, well,
Just got shit ears.
that's at least
You know, that's the answer. Sometimes this just happens to people.
yeah.
I've always wondered, like, do I have a genetic mutation? Like, is there a tumor?
He's a dumber.
Like, I don't know. Like, what is going on with why can't I hear? Nobody can give me an answer as to why or how yet. I am going to keep looking into it because I would love to know, because one thing that I'm really concerned about is, will this happen to my kids?
Yeah, that's right. That's
You
right.
know?
If it is genetic,
You know, if I
hereditary,
was 11 noticing I wasn't hearing,
could there something be done to
prevent it? Yeah, like I don't know. And so they say to me, like, don't be around loud noises, you know, like wear earmuffs when you go to concerts. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Not when I go see Jelly
For real.
Roll next month.
I'm not paying all that
hearing
money to
that
put a fucking
raw ear in it.
going in raw.
You know, like yeah, it's I might as well. I'm going deaf anyway. I might as well be at that concert, you know.
So would you wear your hearing aids to the concert? Or
No,
would you-
I'd have to take them out because it would be
fuck you up.
Yeah, it
You're
hurts.
too loud.
It hurts. So,
But then even
and it's loud
being
enough
deaf,
that I can hear all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that. But if Ruda looks at me in the mosh pit, I'll get your phone out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
text it to me.
Send
you
us
know,
a message, cuz.
you know, because I'm not going to be able to hear anything but what's happening on
Yeah.
stage, sort of thing. So
Do you find that loud noises hurt your ears too, Bart?
Yeah.
Like without them?
yeah. If a kid comes up and whispers in my ear, they're
Yeah.
speaking directly into a microphone, and
Yeah.
that hurts.
Yeah.
You know, when kids yell and scream, because it does come through. It takes a second for the AI to realize we shouldn't be
What's
projecting
going
that.
on?
you know.
Yeah.
So, but even like if I hear loud bangs and stuff, I don't think I hear it as loud as other people, but I still have that
Initial
sensation.
Yeah. You still
It
get
hurts.
that.
I get the ringing.
Yeah.
I have that tinnitus.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so there was a while there where I was saying to Udo, I was like, I fucking hear something in the room. There's like a fucking whirling, ringing kind of noise, you know. And I was trying to figure out what it was, and he was like, "Drink more water, you're dehydrated." You know, that's his answer for everything.
Yeah,
Drink
yeah,
more water. There's not enough water, you know. And then I realized that no, I could actually. The ringing had just gotten louder,
Yeah.
and I was noticing it more. So that's one thing. I'd rather go deaf without the ringing, because the ringing is annoying.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. It's so, and you can't stop it, you know, like it's just, if I can't hear, I can't hear, but like the ringing, fuck that shit off. Like,
And the best thing to stop, because I've got it 24/7, and it's just industrial. It's just from me being loud every fucking day.
yeah.
It's either fucking endone or, like, I'm not trying to be a fucking opioid fucking head here, but endone or fucking that fucking strong Panadine 4.
Yeah.
It like, it's quiet.
Quite, yeah.
Once you get that warm hug.
Yeah. Well,
off
I
your-
think it's like vibration or something. So if it's
Yeah,
like
I'm not
numbing
sure.
it,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because I don't know if we're hearing it or if we're feeling
I think,
it.
I think
You
you're definitely
know,
feeling it.
Like it's more a feeling. Because
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like, why would I be hearing?
Has to be.
You
Has
know?
to be.
Yeah. so-
And I've never looked into it. I've never looked into
No,
it.
I was like, no, I don't have ringing. No, I don't have ringing. This last one, I was like, a little bit of ringing.
Yeah.
I'm progressing, you know? So yeah, I would love to know like what it is, if it's genetic, if my kids are going to get it. But
Yeah.
right now, is what it is.
I could just fucking keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on, you know, like,
Life's a garden, you did
yeah,
it.
sometimes I have to say to kids like, come here,
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
talk to me like you talk to Poppy, because you got to yell at me, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it definitely makes things hard, but I was sad for a long time about it, but then I was like, well, here's what it is.
Yeah. So the mental side of it, like you were sort of old enough, I guess, by the time you got them, there was no like bullying or anything like that. Like you,
I do still sometimes, not now currently where I work, but in the past I have been bullied.
really,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just smack a bitch.
yeah. So I remember when I was an apprentice, pre-hearing aids.
Yeah.
It was bad. I noticed it bad then.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember I must have like ripped the foils the wrong length or something. And my senior there said, "Are you dumb as well as deaf?" And
Oh, dang.
like, "You hurt?" Because I was like, "I just heard you wrong.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
need me
yeah.
to cunt about it."
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
sorry. There was another girl who I was beefing with in the salon,
yeah.
and she would speak about me. The salon I was in was very small,
Yeah,
like 4 chairs too close together,
yeah.
and she would talk smack about me to her clients and be like, "It's fine, she can't hear us, she's deaf."
Oh, fuck's sake.
And I'm like, "I have hearing aids.
like, I can still fucking
I
hear you,
can
dude.
actually hear
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know." Sometimes people will make jokes and be like, "Oh, that's right, you can't hear, got to talk really loud." Or they will like sneak up behind me on purpose
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to like frighten me. Be like, "Oh, because you can't hear me coming." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. It's a disability." Like,
One of
you
my
know,
favourite things is to scare people. I never even
I love
saw
scaring
them.
people too. I love scaring
Yeah.
the kids.
yeah.
Come here, bow, you know. Yeah, love doing that too. But it's not nice when it's like
When they're taking
purposely.
advantage of.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. When
yeah.
it's a laugh for them, not a laugh at all, sort of thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like and like you often people will make jokes and one or two here and there is like whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes when they really crack on, and if I get 4 or 5 comments in a week about me being deaf, sometimes I will snap and say, "Do you know what? It's a disability.
Yeah,
So you
listen.
making this comment right
Yeah.
now is discrimination."
Yeah, yeah. You've been a
You know,
fuckwit, mate.
I
Fuck
would
off.
take you to a HR if we've got one.
Yeah.
You know.
You like talking to a kid.
Yeah, exactly. 5-year-old. But yeah, like you do still get bullying. It's not as bad. I'm the kind of person that I will say something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like you do still get comments, and it's
Fucking
surprising
wild.
as adults that you would think that people don't get bullied, but nah, we bully people left, right, and center.
God, I don't remember the last adult that I bullied. I don't think I might bully people in my own home. They don't know I'm bullying them, but
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever
I
actively
don't
like.
got time for it,
Like out of fun. Like
Yeah.
I'd
yeah,
I'd joke
banter.
about you fucking, but one, I got to
Banter's
remember
fine,
it, and
but-
two, I'd find an appropriate time and place to do it. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't be mean,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'd
Yeah.
also make sure you're in the right fucking mood before you can't just get out of the
Stab you.
car and be like, "Hey, Def Gum."
But yeah, like it's I don't think I've bullied anyone recently. Sorry if I have.
Yeah, it's not come out of my nose.
Gross. Don't eat it.
That's gross.
I've told my kids that if they eat their boogers, when they poo, the boogers in their poo turn into a boogeyman that comes out of the toilet.
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah.
Do they eat it still?
No.
I watch our children all the time.
Sometimes Dan will be like, "Oh, Mum, come to the toilet. The boogeyman's in there." Or they will flush their poos really quick
Yeah.
because they think if they leave it there, and I'm like, that means you've been eating boogers. You've been picking your nose. Zeke doesn't. He wipes it on people.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh, germs. He's a bit of a germaphobe, that one.
I watch Talon sit there. We watch him bull riding, and he was he was like, "Bro, don't do that." And he's like, "What? What? Never did nothing." Oh, I've seen it, bro. Go get a tissue. Oh, I don't need to blow my nose, but I'll go get a tissue.
Fine. Zan will sneeze, and she always does big snots, down to her chin, and she just cannot bring herself to wipe her own face. She just stand there, ugh,
Yeah.
ugh. I'm like, just get a tissue, they're right there. What if I could do everything for you? It's like I'm your mom or something. Gosh, kids with germs are funny. They'll pick their nose, but they see dog poo and they're like, ugh.
Yeah, they won't.
Poo.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but you literally eat your own snot.
Yeah,
though.
I've seen you do worse, man. Like, stop.
I never had to
worrying
really
about
worry much with Zeke with the nose picking though. I think he's like the clean side of him was,
Yeah, that's good.
you know,
That's
yeah.
good.
He doesn't like really getting dirty.
Getting into the
Yeah.
I mean, our kids are not the worst, but they're just like you catch them in them moments where they're just like comfortable, relaxed, and
Yeah.
they'll just go for a sneaky pick or a sneaky
Yeah.
lick of the top lip if their
Yeah.
nose is running. Like,
Did you pick a winner?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Thea gets me all the time because I like joke about them doing it all the time. She's like, I see you pick your nose like 4 times every day. I'm like, I'm fixing my nose ring, dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
actually not
totally
picking my
what it
nose.
is.
I'm picking my fucking nose ring. Like, relax. No, all the time you just lay on the lounge picking your nose. Good one.
Sure.
Good one.
Sure. I'm the adult, you're the kid. Who are they going to believe?
Fuck it. If I want to pick my nose, I'll pick my nose.
Absolutely.
It's my lounge,
Do
my
what I
house.
please.
The one I want.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Very good. Righto. Well, we better get to the main question. We're nearing the end.
Oh.
The main question, the second question. I mean, I asked questions, but the only two, they're not loaded questions, but they're fuck up. Just ask the question.
I mean, I'm waiting for you. I'm here for you.
At the end of the day, what makes you tick? What makes you get out of bed? We've probably already said it. It's probably the kids, but
Yeah, it is the kids. It's kids. My biggest focus is both of my kids, but making a difference for the neuro kids.
Yeah.
You know, like
100%.
you know,
100%.
just trying to make their life that little bit more bearable.
And it needs to be done. Like it
Yeah.
there needs to be people like that
Yeah.
remind you. Like you
Yeah.
fucking reminded me like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you get caught up in your own ways, and even though you think
It's-
you know,
Yeah.
you just need someone. Even though Jess
Take a
fucking
step-
tells me every day, but there's always a different way to approach something,
Yeah.
and there's always you can't expect every child to be the same,
Oh,
and you can't
absolutely.
paint them all with the same brush.
Yeah. We have 2 completely different children. We've
Yeah.
got one level 2 ASD, ADHD, and a very fiery little girl.
Yeah,
You know, and I made all my decisions, my turning points to make my kids a better life,
yeah,
to do right by them, to give them more than I ever had, which
Yeah.
wasn't much. You know, I didn't have to leap very far for that.
yeah.
You know,
yeah, yeah.
I
But you're breaking the cycle. You're raising
yeah,
the bar.
I broke the cycle, and it was hard for me. I had
Yeah.
to do that, and then I was dealt with autism.
Yeah,
You know, like I was taking him to doctors, and they were like, if you turn the TV off and just sit down and play with your kid, he will learn to talk. And I'm like, he's 3.
yeah, bro. Yeah,
I think he's meant to have already done that by now, you
Yeah.
know? And the more I started learning about autism and ADHD, the more I realized we got to take a step back and think for a second that, you know, like some things they can't control.
Yeah.
Like some things they just can't control. Sometimes it is that hard to put your shoes on,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, my husband struggles with it. He's like, why can't he just put his shoes on? Because there is physically something in his brain saying, don't do that.
yeah.
Because when you put your shoes on, you have to go outside. When you go outside, there's danger.
Yeah,
What's
Yeah.
danger? Talking to people, looking at people, speaking to people. You know, like nobody could understand that kid for so many years that he shut down to the point that if somebody didn't understand him the first time, he would just scream.
yeah.
It'd be 40
It's
minutes
so
screaming.
frustrating. It must be so frustrating.
Yeah, that's it. And so having children changed my perspective on life.
Yeah,
Having neurodivergent child flipped it upside down.
yeah,
I was like, whoa, everything I thought about people is completely different now. You know, like I have way more compassion for people, way more patience for people. Still hold that grudge though. But but you know, I have way more understanding of how things happen and how what I do affects them, you know. So I think
100%.
when I started in childcare, then having my son diagnosed with autism, I went, shit, like I have to make a better place for him, but I need to also do this for other children. You know, I need to be that person that can help that mum who's struggling with denial because their child's different.
Yeah, and you can ultimately you see it from day to day.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, it might be just giving them that push and just being like, look, I know you're not going to go through whatever's happening. You're not going to get them diagnosed, whatever.
Yep.
Try this at home.
Yep.
Have
you thought of this?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
this is my understanding of what's going on, you know, like
This has worked for me today.
this is what, yeah. Absolutely. And just being there for people, you know, we hear so much about postpartum depression.
Yeah.
For men and women, you know.
It's it's across the board. That's
you know,
right.
the men get it too. Having children is not easy.
No.
And you know, they always say there's no manual, there's no book. There really is no book because, you know, especially with neurodivergencies, that it's every kid's different from the next. You know, we have 3 neurodivergent children between us right
That's
now.
right.
Yeah?
That's right. Yeah.
And each one of them are polar opposites to each other. You know, the similarities list is big, but it's quite small at the same time,
That's
you know.
right.
And so I think I really strive to be that person that can understand and not judge and say, you know what, I've been there.
And that's really good.
This
and that's
too will pass.
the world needs more people like that. Like, and that's a really beautiful thing that you're doing in the way of
I try.
Yeah, like, and that's there's people that like don't even fucking try. Like, and that's all you need to do is try.
Yeah, you just give it a go. Give it a go. You know, like we did some family psychology to better understand our son.
Yeah.
And she said to us, you know, you only have to be a good parent 40% of the time and you're doing better than most. And I'm like, 40?
Right.
That's very small.
Yeah,
that is a very, very small, very, very small number, you know. But, you know, just being there, responding, giving high warmth, high expectations, that's going to be enough for them to build a solid foundation.
Yeah.
You know, and that foundation is the start of everything. So I try really hard to be that person that, you know, judgment free.
Yeah.
You had a shit night with your kid. Probably did too, you know, like let it out.
Yeah.
Let it out. Tell me what's going on. Like, and when it comes to parents of neurodivergent children, it is hard. I mean, I still cried for like a month and I knew.
Yeah.
I was Googling autism signs at like 18 months. I was like, this kid's autistic, you know.
This is what's happening.
You know, having someone say it to you, and I think Uda was, I don't know, South Australia at that point. I don't know where he was. He was somewhere at work. He was working, you know. And I thought, okay, there's got to be a community, right? There's going to be a community for me.
We're set up.
But there's not really. There's not really that much of a community. It's people who make the effort to build that community. And there's neurodivergent children everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere. We used to call them the sped kids.
Yeah.
You know, they've been around for plenty of years, despite what Trump thinks.
No.
It wasn't Tylenol.
No, it's definitely not Tylenol.
But, you know, like I want to be a part of that community to help parents understand their children, to be able to educate them, to create a safe and nurturing environment for them so that, you know, when kids go into daycares, they've got a level of care that, well, you just let Johnny fucking eat the sand because he's a bit weird. Okay, no, let's understand this behaviour. How can we create a better environment for them, you know?
Yeah. Why is he fucking eating the sand? What have you done to him before? What's triggered him?
Yeah, what's triggered him? Yeah. What is actually going on? Let's understand these kids' brains and why they are working the way they are and how we can better them for a better future. Like, how 100%. Do we set them up? Zeke's gone from not talking to never shutting up in a matter of 2.5 years.
Yeah, he's great now. He's
like he's stepping out of his boundaries. You know, like he's really branching out. He's making friends. You know, like it's really amazing. That comes from hard work, and it's hard when there are plenty of people that are like, "Is there a medication for that?"
You can't.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, can I just medicate my kid? You know, like it's not about that. It's about, you know, setting them up.
Yeah, you have to set them up. I mean, the medication can work. Like, if
definitely helps. I mean, you know, Zeke's ADHD is medicated on quite a low dose.
Yeah.
But most of
it's not a fix.
Yeah, like most of the reason why, like when I sent him off to prep, 18 paragraphs I sent that teacher
Yeah, yeah.
warning her,
Yeah,
right, this is what you're going to have. And she was expecting the worst of the worst. And she said, oh, you kind of like, painted a much harder picture. And I gave her toolbox.
Yeah.
I gave her everything. If he does this, do this. If he does that, do this. If he looks like this is what's wrong. You know, and if I can help other parents understand their kids that it isn't just, oh, they're hard or put them in the too hard basket or they're weird or they're different, like break down this taboo of autistic kids can never.
Yeah, 100%.
And build that community and do it respectfully.
Yeah, and you can, as you said, you can't tar them all with the same, and I'm saying them like a fucking, you can't give every kid the same treatment, but you have to learn every child individually.
Yeah.
And it's just the way it has to work. It's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like every kid has a different need, and understanding them can be really, really hard.
Oh.
Like there are some days that I pull my hair out trying to understand what this kid's brain is going through.
Yeah.
And the more you research it, the more you do the courses and read the books and do all of that, talk to people, the more you go, okay, A, I'm not alone. And B, fuck, that must be hard for him.
Yeah. And imagine the people that are writing these books too. Imagine they've gone through this shit at a lot earlier stage in where we are in the world now with this stuff.
Yeah, like, I mean, with the resources that are available now, it's basically handed to me on a platter.
Yeah.
NDIS, amazing. The funding that we got for Zeke was amazing. I couldn't have done it without it. You know, like I would have been scaling back on therapies and not seeing the best of the best because I couldn't afford it.
That's right. Yeah. But sort of spreading it thin just to get by.
Instead of spreading and that's it. And, there are still parents out there who are avoiding diagnosing their children because of that whole label.
Yeah.
They don't want to label their kids.
That is wild.
They don't want to label their kids. And I'm like, you know what? Not diagnosing your child when it's needed is going to label them because you're denying them of resources the government is giving to you.
You got these valuable resources and you
use it.
Yeah.
Use it to the best of your ability. Don't abuse it. I'm not saying abuse it, like
it's there to help.
Use it.
And it's not helping. It's helping your pocket, but it's helping you. It's helping your child.
It's helping your child. It's not about how hard it is for us.
Yeah.
It's about how hard it is for them.
Yeah.
And it took me a bit to put my this is so hard aside, because it is hard. It's very hard parenting two children with my husband away all the time. Neurodivergent child is, sometimes it's necky territory.
It's crazy stuff.
It's rough as, but I have to put that aside and go, okay, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about him.
Yep.
It's about getting him to a stage where he can drive a car, he can get a job, he can have a family, Like he can do all of that. When the school told me that he was making friends, I was like, mine?
Yeah, he's doing that himself.
Multiple friends? Boys and girls? He's got a girlfriend? What? You go, boo. And those little achievements, I'm like, shit, that's cool.
That's
like
cool.
That is so cool.
Stuff.
That is so cool. So like it's
scary to know he's doing it without you too during the day.
I know,
Like,
yeah. I mean, they when we first medicated him, he, like day 2 at school, came home with this colouring in, right? He comes out to me and he goes, I drew this today. And I went, oh, excuse me, I think Zeke's picked up the wrong one.
Yeah,
and she said, no, that's Zeke's. I'm like, no, that's not Zeke's. Like, have a look at it. And she was like, yeah, that's Zeke's. I'm like, he coloured inside, there's a pattern of colours within the lines.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, he spent about half an hour on that. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I should have gotten this medication months ago, but I was like, wow, like, oh my God, I don't have to worry because he can do it.
Yeah.
And he can do it because of the hard work that we've put in, you know. So if I can help other people better understand their children, neurodivergent or not, neurotypical children are hard to understand as well. If I can help them understand their children better so that they're setting our future up. These are the people who are going to be wiping our asses one day,
It sounds like a podcast you could do.
I mean,
we could
any sponsors out there?
yeah, we could help you set a room up, and you could get
You
under
know, I've got some time.
there.
But yeah, like, I definitely want to widen that community,
Yeah, it's so good.
you know, and you don't have to be a particular person to have a child with neurodivergencies. I've met people of all walks of life, like people wouldn't think that.
Yeah,
me.
you don't just get because you're either like, oh, they must be lower class or something's wrong with
Yeah,
their genetics
it
or something
happens
like
to
that.
everyone,
It comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, yeah. And I think about it and I'm like, shit, I've lived a wild life, getting tattoos at 13 and overcoming addiction and my whole world is focused on autism.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, put that shit aside.
Yeah.
Like, that was
that's
hard,
fucking
but
gone now,
this is like, this is it, like I think raising these children is like my greatest achievement.
Yeah.
Like it's awesome. Like
I
it's
love
hard.
that.
It's
I love
fucking
that.
awesome. So if you want to hear that podcast, let me know.
yeah, right. And then give us some comments and whatnot. I reckon you could really do something with it.
Yeah,
Really
I think it would be good because like people do think that it's only a particular type of people. I'm like, nah, cool moms can have autistic kids too.
Let's get some shirts going. Anyone want to make? All right, I don't want to cut you short. We could sit here for hours, and
No.
we could sit here for actually hours and talk
Definitely, I'm a yapper.
the ears off a deaf girl. had to. Sorry.
I've never heard that before.
All right. As always,
Maybe not
everyone gets a merch pack. So.
Oh, hang on, let me get me kamikaze.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Sponsor me.
plug your. Are you saying what you're doing with them on the side, or
Oh, I'm hustling.
he's hustling the
Hustling.
kamikazes? If you want some kamikaze drinks,
Hear me up.
yeah, we'll put a link in. We won't put a phone number, but we'll link the Insta to the
link in the bio. Follow my Amazon link. That's really cool. Everyone's going to be like, who the?
Yeah, what have you got
Oh,
yourself
do you know
into?
what? That is a really cool picture though.
It's AI.
Oh, fuck. You ruined it. You
I
ruined
just
it.
put in a photo of me and said design.
I mean, it
this
looks like you.
It does.
I
The
mean,
only
it
thing
is
that
you.
Yeah.
I did think that the mullet was looking slightly lush.
Yeah, me before hair loss.
Are you checking your own face out?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. All right, no, I'm showing everyone the front of the shirt. That's the front of the shirt. We've seen it all before. This is we're fair way in. And if any of your friends, if you ever wear this shirt out in public and they want to know how to listen, you've got it on the
that's
side.
cool.
You scan that's the YouTube, that's the Watch Us.
That is so cool.
You scan that, that's your Spotify. That
You're
takes it.
so smart.
I'm so clever.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
That one was actually my idea to put them on the sleeves.
And
So,
what's this?
that's a Beglacier.
The who?
That's a Nordic compass.
I was thinking like
Like that. Little gem tattoo home job, but
I was thinking like
and that's your cup. It's
What's
just like
that?
this one.
what's that show?
Vikings. Vikings. That's what it is.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that looks like Vikings.
It is.
Love it.
It's what I'm about.
I'll wear that to work tomorrow.
I dare you.
Actually, let me ask
You
my
might
boss.
have to wash it first. I'm not sure if
Let me
it's
ask
been
my
washed
boss. Can I just wear my brother's merch to work? Oh, thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much, darling. It's been a pleasure.
Don't call me darling.
Darling. Did I say darling? I did say darling. I ran the darling. Thank you, darling.
Thanks, doll. Ew.
Doll.
That makes me feel old, and I can't be called
darling
doll
everyone.
when I'm deaf.
Darling.
Like-
Darling.
I know. Cool. Well, you'll have to put me in your calendar for the next one.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back because we can, like same as Uda and I.
There's so much to cover. Like
You know what we can do? I do have a third microphone over there, and when I set my new table up,
threesome.
yeah, we can. We have to go because this is.
I never said I'd be good.
All right, guys. Hooroo.
Thanks. Bye.